So first we're going to be doing the... Make sure I have the name of this right. River Lowlands, Shrouded Woodlands. So we're going to do this one first. For this one, I usually prefer to go in through this bay. Has a pretty quick route to get an artifact. So, for this one, in order to avoid the guards, we are going to be going in here first. But we won't be staying in here very long. So, this painting. Alright, so the only reason we came in through this painting is so that we can come over here, come out on this bridge, go up to this, and extinguish. We are now done. Trying to stick the scout on the dam so that we can see integrity. Alright, there we go. So now we can look at surface integrity and know when that dam is about to break. Now from here you can go into any of the other pings except for the Lowlands one, but this one's right here, so I'm going to use it. So, what we want to do is wait for the dam to break, but before we do that, we have a little bit of prep work to do in this one as well. This area is a little bit intimidating. There are some enemies. However, they're all up in the upper levels of these buildings and you cannot interact with them at this point. So you can safely walk around. And then just come over here, shine your light through this, and that's all the prep work we need. And that, oh, okay, well the probe's gone, but let's see here. There's no way that's gonna reach from here. Yeah, figures. Well, as you can see, the dam is still quite healthy, so we have a bit of time to go. I guess probably about 6 minutes. Okay, so the dam is getting close to breaking. We do want to wait for it to break. I'm going to fast forward, or skip through this actually, and we'll be back when the dam breaks. Alright, so the dam just now broke. We came out the tower, and now we're going to take a left down this route. From here, just jump down to this dock, shine your light, and that raft will appear. And then we want to do this with a little bit of speed, because at this point we only have about 10 minutes left in the loop. So just keep your light shined on this so you go as fast as possible. So the next area is the one that we want to get off on, so once we go through here. It'll be that dock right there with the 2 lights. Jump off here. And then now we get back to why we wanted to extinguish those lights earlier. Extinguishing them at the first place allowed this door to be open so we can walk through. Now we go up these stairs, and right in this little alcove, we look up and then straight, and focus our light. Come down here. Look across in this hand and do the same thing. Now, normally there's enemies walking around in here. Because the dam is broken, they're no longer here. You want to look for this tree right here, go towards it, and continue going straight past it to the next tree. And underneath this tree is a set of stairs. And now we can go into this lodge. There's no enemies in here. And you can proceed through the fire and get to the archive. That's all for this one. Starlit Cove Archive, and bypass as many enemies as possible while doing so. This is another one where taking a similar route is also very nice. You don't need the ship anyways. So for this one, we are going to be using a little bit of information that you shouldn't have at this point, but in the interest of making this as horror-free as possible, I think it's worth it because there's no other way to really make this easy to navigate. Just like last time, we want to enter the tower over here. Except this time, what we want to do is jump on the fire. So what that does, if we come up here, just for the sake of making this easier to see, I'm going to drop that. Now, when you try to cross that path where it's looking, it will not wake you up. So we're gonna come up here, take a left. There's still no enemies at this point who can possibly interact with us or see us. So there's nothing to worry about. Come to this elevator. Ride it down. And since we came in by dying on the fire, this can no longer wake us up. So we can just walk right past it. Normally what you would have to do is turn off the lights in the entire area, which then enrages the strangers, if you want to call them that. So, we go across a bridge here, come down to this room. Now there is no way to get rid of this enemy. He is always here no matter what. But, we can observe him and learn some things. Now, he can't see us like this unless we get right up next to him. But, as you can see, he walks back, does a 360, and then goes over here, and does a 360 again. And that is his entire cycle. But what you'll notice is that these little bridges here, he doesn't ever really get that close to. And we're going to take advantage of that. So, we come down, we stick somewhat close to the left side, go down both sets of stairs, and just run. Don't even acknowledge him. If he sees you, just keep moving. Walk through here, and again, you don't have to worry about the statue, and you're here. Now, there are some cycles where he might see you and be kind of close. If you play this with reduced horror, it shouldn't ever be an issue. But as you can see, he doesn't move incredibly fast. So you can just kind of lead him on if he does see you. And then make yourself an opening to get across. Alright, so that's it for this one. Alright, so this time we are going to be going to the Endless Canyon Archive. Now this one lets you almost entirely bypass the owl peak. And again, it does kind of take advantage of knowledge that you might not have at this point, but in the interest of avoiding as much of the horror as possible, there's no other way to do this. So we want to come down here to this. If you look at that entrance, it'll be going clockwise 1 and 2. This artifact, open that door. You're gonna actually have to close this one, but I feel better doing it. Never remember where this one is. And for this one, we don't have to do anything special, just sleep as normal. Now, so we're going to do this by avoiding the mansion entirely as much as possible. So, we're not even going to go to it. Just going to go right back in here and jump into this ping. Then we come up here, we hit extinguish. You'll hear a creepy noise, but don't worry. And then we look off here to the right, and we follow this path for a bit. Now I'm going to drop my torch so that I can show you what we're looking for. Over here is a bunch of brush, you'll just walk through it. drop down on this ledge, and there's an invisible bridge that leads all the way across. But we need our torch, so I'm gonna go back and get it. Again, we just go through the bushes here, drop down onto this, look straight across. You can just barely see the post there where my cursor is. You want to go just to the right of that, between it and the light source. Now, we just follow the path around this. And I'm going to drop my lantern one more time. And you'll see that we are on the other side of the platform that you normally have to go through or other side of the bridge that you normally would have to go through the horror segment to extend. Now there's not much to be worried about. There is one owl here, but if you just come down these stairs, go straight out the door and across, he will never reach you. He might see you, but he will never be able to reach you if you just keep moving. And so, we go back in. Then we just go straight across. He did see me, but he's never gonna get to me in time. Then we just go straight for the elevator. There's an invisible bridge here. And that's it. That's how you avoid all of the horror segments in this game. I hope you enjoy the ending.